Hi, it's Ronnie and welcome to my channel. And to how to kill a kit with style. As you've seen, there was this was all in a packet because I did page kits for the month since I had so many left over from HSN years ago. But this is one of the ones I made up, and I used the scraps that was on my table. And the one in the green, it's going to be my background, but it wasn't quite 12 by 12 anymore. I'd used part of it, so I added some white cardstock, and I'm covering it up with a piece I fussy cut out of the leftovers. And you can see right there at the top of under those leaves that there is a couple places that the white cardstock is showing. So I'm taking some of the leaves that really couldn't be cut out with these leaves because they were maybe turned the other way or something, and had other pieces in between. But I cut the biggest leaves that I could out and thought I'd save them just in case I needed them. Well, look, I needed them. So they went on my page. And of course, as soon as I get done with it, I decide, oh, I should have put foam tape behind this big piece that's all fuzzy cut out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting foam tape on there. I didn't want to pull it up completely into it, but there I used my little steel ruler to slide underneath there because it wasn't coming up at first. And I slid it underneath there and it caught good. If it catches good, it and like a palette knife, they both work really good. But yeah, you can just slide it along there and usually get it without tearing your paper. I am going to add foam tape underneath the leaves poking down there, the ones that just have it way up there at the top. And make sure that the dimension stays, that they don't fall down on the job after I get it put in the page protector. So I had loads of release paper left over, so it's all going to the trash. And sorry, a moment of cleanup going on here. There's my picture, and it's of Ricky. And this was that one day we were at the park in town, and they kind of had free reign. And it's a small area that they had free reign on. And there was trails here, there, and everywhere because so many kids play in that little area. They don't cut down the bushes or anything right by the creek. And they were having so much fun. I had the high ground here, can you tell? He looked so cute going through there and pushing branches out of his way. He's trying to make his own trail. But yeah, I got that picture and I really liked it. So it is finally making it to a layout. I did add some light green and then a darker blue scrap behind his picture, so it'll show up a little bit more on that grid in the background. I was hunting for something in the stack of papers and stuff that I had there for left over, and this one I thought, well, it kind of looks funny being a grid, but it's tone on tone, so it will go with the leaves. And I'm just going to go ahead and use it and add to it so that it is 12 by 12. I put the strip down there at the bottom. That was the branding strip on top of this. I just cut it off and moved it. And I will have to cover the hole up that's down there, but it don't take much to cover it up. And I am going to use stuff that was fussy cut in that area. That picture frame there, it came from the Pier, I think it was called. It was a long time ago. It was a collection and it was like gorgeous. But I had one package and used them all up, and I thought, well, I really liked them. I'm going to get another package. It did not get open till the other day. It's set over in my drawer that has stuff that hadn't been opened yet that I might have two of. Yeah, I do have that, if I fall in love with something. And I didn't have the Pier collection. I just had a few things, I think they were all embellishments. I don't think I had any paper at all. But I pulled it out, and here I am using it. I think I used it one other time already. And so this makes twice that I've used it. So, and it's laying right there to the left of me, so I won't forget. It's sat around way too long. That is the name of the park that we were at. Since Ricky was with us, I was making this for his scrapbook. I make all the kids one for graduation, which he won't be graduating for quite the while. He's got a few more years. But instead of waiting until after they graduate, which I have been doing, I think I'm going to get started because I want to have 3 in the family graduating at the same time and 1 the year later. So I'm starting on his now. This is his second layout, but I went to put the title up there and I thought it looked so lonesome. I need to put something else with it. So the title's Blazing a Trail, and I used the Happy Life alphas, and I put a banner down below it, and I thought, well, that's just not quite enough. So I'm putting the word explore on the banner, and then I'm going to think again, that's not quite enough. So I will be adding to it. I had my little picture, my frame up there in the right hand corner, and I did think about leaving it there for a little while, but I decided to put it on the bottom left of the picture, and I fussy cut into the wild and put it inside there, and I did leave some white on there. Yeah, I thought, well, it's, like a painting or something in there, and I wanted to make sure it showed up because I used a scrap to put behind it because I couldn't put it the way it was. And it didn't fit quite right because it's kind of like a bubble, I think. A speech bubble, I think is what it was for. Cut it out. And I couldn't put it in there because it wasn't going to cover the whole area, so I had to put a scrap behind it. But I did want it to show up, so I did leave some of the white, which isn't rare. And I put twine around it. And then that pink thing that you see on there, that's a little worm. Yeah, it was so cute. I had to stick it on there. I had the snail down there at the bottom, that little cluster at the bottom, covering up the hole, and it's pink too. Well, it might be a toned down fuchsia because it's kind of got a little bit of purple in it. And so at the very last minute, you will see me add one more thing, that color in my layout, so that I'll have it in 3 spots. I put that other little brad on there. I got the 2, and I kept looking for the 3rd brad. I knew I had 3 because when I made up the kit, I picked the 3 best that would go with the kit. And I didn't go get another one because I thought, well, I know there's not one over there that'll match as good. So I decided to just go with the 2. But when I went back to clean up and to take pictures of the layout, I found the other one. It's on the other side of that foam tape. So it will be on there in the final pictures, but that's the only difference that you're going to see in it. Oh, there's these, they're from Freckled Fawn from years ago, and it's acetate clouds, and you will see a cloud down there on the ground, practically, because I decided to use them, and since I had 3, I was going to put them in 3 different spots. So there is 3 on my layout, and they're kind of a yellow chevron. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. If you look down there below, you will see the names and links for all the other guys doing How to Kill a Kit with Style this month. And you can go get you loads of inspiration. I just love that when people do series, and I can see how they all do the same series, but do it differently. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. And I use the, in case I didn't mention that Shamel, Never Grow Up. But thank you all so much for watching. If you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you who are, thank you so much. But have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.